Hello YouTube, thanks for watching. Edward here. So in this video, I want to talk about lead generation. So are you a network marketer or internet marketer or anyone who is looking to generate leads for your MLM business and you've been wondering how to do this? I ask a lot of questions because I've built up a big team in network marketing business that I'm currently involved in, but I've built up teams in previous companies, and I know by having worked with a lot of people, I have discovered that this really is something a lot of people could get some help with. All right, and I'm here to help. All right, so are you looking to learn from effective techniques that by following what we do could seriously turn things around for you in your network marketing business? And if the answer is yes, I believe we can help out. So I've struggled in this. We've all struggled. We've all started in exactly the same place. All right. Nobody comes into this industry with all these answers and everything. All right. So a little bit of background about me. So, as you know, my name is Edward Keat, and I have spent a long time trying all this out. But guys, I've spent most of my adult life here in Japan. Actually, I started out in Hong Kong, 5 years in Hong Kong, and then I moved to Japan. But like I say, I've spent most of my adult life in Asia. Okay, I started out as a cook. I couldn't go to university. I would have found that very, very difficult because I suffer from dyslexia and ADHD, and it really is a struggle for me. All right, reading, writing, and doing anything academic related. All right, and I still stutter. I used to stutter. I continue to stutter. And 10, 20 years ago, if you'd had offered me a network marketing business, you would have definitely prejudged me as not really being the type. But I've been able to get high up on the leaderboard, in some cases right to the top of the leaderboard in some companies. I've been able to sponsor tens of thousands of people, in fact, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of people. And in the current company I'm with, I've been able to build up over 100,000 members in the team. And I'm within the top 30 on the leaderboard. And that's, with a company of over 1.4 million as of recording this video, so 1.4 million active members, and being at the top 30 in the company, that's pretty, that's pretty something. Now, I don't want to say that to try and impress you or brag or anything, but I want to say that, because where I've been, regardless of, where you're currently at, or some of you may be beyond me, or sure, but where I've been, it has been a struggle in this journey for sure. So I don't want people to think that we're all born with these skills. So guys, as I say, I want to help you with lead generation. That's why we're here. And I've tried a lot of different methods, but I found because of my dyslexia, I have sort of gravitated towards done for you content. Using marketing systems that don't necessarily require you to get out there. Although I've decided to get onto YouTube because I actually, I am a firm believer. Although I used to be the kind of person that would try and avoid getting myself out there, but then I had to realize that because my dreams and ambitions were so important, so high up on on my list of achievements. I was willing to get out of my comfort zone, and I think that some people who, don't really want to get out of their comfort zone, probably the first thing that they need to check with themselves is my dream big enough? And if it isn't, you can easily make those changes yourself. So I had to decide, is my dream really big enough? And then once I decided what I really want, and it's not just the fast cars, guys, that's nice, fast cars, lots of money, and that sort of thing. You have to really spend a day thinking about what you really need that can really help you, and focus on your dreams and goals. A little bit of an example for me personally, time freedom is very important, and I'm here based in Japan. I spent as I said, in Asia. I spent most of my adult life. I love it here. I've been married and went through a divorce, but I've got two wonderful little girls, two kids, who I want to spend more time with, although we don't live together. I can live near them and spend quality time with them as much as I can. But I also want to spend time in my home country, which is England, where my mother is getting older and frail, and I want to spend more time with her. Unfortunately, I missed that opportunity with my father, and soon after COVID, after all the lockdown and stuff like that, unfortunately he passed away. So the thing that I regret is because we went through this whole COVID craziness, and we weren't, there was no warning for me that unfortunately my father was in his final days, as it turned out, and unfortunately he passed away, and I spent 3 years where I couldn't get back to the UK because of the lockdown, so that I would have loved to have spent the final days. Now obviously if I knew that his days were numbered at that point, I would have just made whatever, I would have gone back anyway, regardless of lockdown or anything like that. It would have just meant that I couldn't get back to Japan. But now obviously I can get back to Japan, and I can go back and forth to the UK a lot easier, thanks to building up my business with network marketing. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about, lead generation. I use a lot of different methods. I love the methods that have worked for me, and I've put together a pretty powerful system that you can get on the link below that allows you to get into my free Facebook group. And on this group, I let you download my rebrandable PDF. All right. So this is what I've always been about, giving content away that, if it works for me, I want to be able to have a way to, allow my team to duplicate that. And I also give out the done for you share codes so that you can get on board with a platform like Leadsleep and then use these share codes. And Leadsleep, by the way, is 100% free. So I highly recommend that. Plus you can get my share codes. But guys, get into my group so you can get access to these share codes. You can get access to this done for you system. But one important thing that I want to really highlight here is that before getting into my group, you're going to be asked 3 simple questions. This is really important because I want to know who I'm potentially going to be working with. Now, although this content is free, it is premium content. I can't just give it out to everyone. It's just not going to make sense. Okay, so, I'm giving you access to a free group, but on the condition that you're prepared to, partner up with us. We're a thriving team. We're making things happen. And this whole system is really working for us. So if you're just simply, looking for an opportunity, if you're simply looking for something that's actually working, then heck, get on board with us, guys. I'd love to work with you, and so that you can see how this system can work really, really well for you. Okay, it hasn't been tried and tested with probably what you're, focused on at the moment. But if you take an open mind and you'll be able to make it work with the system and the platforms that we're working with. All right, that we're 100% focused on using this system. And then if you're a person who's looking to make $1,000, $2,000, or $5,000 a month or more, or whatever it is, maybe it's $500 a month, maybe that can help, or whether it's $10,000 a month or whatever. This system can work because it's duplicatable and it can be leveraged. All right, it's a perpetual system that's designed to work whatever it is you're currently doing, but in a more powerful way. But then we can add new things that have worked for us, that doesn't necessarily make you a whole lot more busy in any way. So get on board, love to work with you. Get on the link below, get into my group, answer those 3 key questions so that we can allow you in the group. You can put your credit cards away for the moment. Obviously we'd love to welcome you into the free group so that you can get access to this. It may or may not be a good fit for you, and that's something that you'll decide. And if not, then, no hard feelings and nothing lost, All right. Well, thanks, guys. Love to work with you, and see you on the inside. Bye for now.